You ever wonder what happens when you mix mathematics and hot lava? I did. Karen is building a model of a volcano out of clay. And as it happens, it's in the shape of a cone. Lucky for us, since we're learning about cones. So, this particular cone says has a diameter of 12 inches. So let's go ahead and put our diameter on there. Diameter of 12 inches, right there. And a height of 8 inches. If we wanted to make this problem really interesting, maybe we'll do this as like an advanced problem later. We could make it where it has like it's not a tip, like it's an actual hole at the top where the liquid hot magma comes out. Um, like remove the top of the volcano. That might be an interesting problem to do a little later. Anyway, we want to find the volume of this perfectly cone-shaped volcano, as all naturally occurring volcanoes are perfectly cone-shaped. We're going to use 3.14 for pi, as usual. So here's our formula. Volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared times height. Okay, so the only real math we have to do outside of just plugging stuff into the calculator is we have to somehow turn that diameter into a radius. I just don't know how we're going to manage to do that, except radius is half diameter, so I guess half of 12 is 6. So now we're just going to plug all these numbers in. Okay, so volume equals 1/3. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. Radius is going to be 6. So 6 squared times our height, which is 8. Okay, now that this is done, really all we have to do is plug this stuff into the calculator. So I'm going to try to get crazy here. I'm going to put the entire thing into the calculator just so you can see how that's done if you do not have a calculator that will let you put in fractions. So we're going to open parentheses, and the way you put in a fraction, if you have a calculator that doesn't let you put in a fraction that looks like a fraction, numerator over denominator, is in the parentheses, you do 1 divided by 3 and then close the parentheses. That's how you do a fraction on a calculator. In parentheses. If you don't do parentheses, you're going to have a bad time. But in parentheses, numerator divided by denominator. So there's our 1/3. Next, we do our 3.14. Next, we do our 6 squared. And next, we do our 8. This is looking pretty ugly in the calculator, but it doesn't matter. As long as I'm confident I've put everything in correctly, I think we should be good. 301.44 is what we come up with for our answer. So 301.44 is a good answer, but the problem says find the volume to the nearest tenth. So 301.44 to the nearest tenth is going to be 301.4. And our unit is inches. And because this is volume, it's going to be cubic inches. And that is the volume of Karen's clay volcano.